This is one of mine. This is a Carolina Reaper crossed with something, and obviously it's chocolate. Typical chocolate super hot pods. They're pretty gnarly, very convoluted along the sides. There's no indication of any tail on any of them on the plant, but they are very folded and pretty bumpy on the top. The F1s were about the same kind of heat as a Reaper. Let's see this one again. So pretty convoluted, kind of interesting looking, but could be almost anything really. I've seen chocolate scorpions look like this, brown 7-pots look like this, not really like a douglas too much. This one kind of reminds me a lot of in fact all of them kind of remind me a lot of the 7-pot Barrett pour, but a chocolate version, not a red. But 7-pot Barrett pour is not in this cross, but that's kind of the look to me anyway. So I just picked these 5 minutes ago, so let's hack one open and have a look. This is the biggest of the 3 pods, probably the most sort of folded and convoluted as well, so why not go for that one? Change the habits of a lifetime. So they're very thin walled, as you'll see in a minute. And very strong smelling right away. You see how thin the walls are. There's a lot. Oh my, yeah, there's an awful lot of oil. So I don't know if you can see over here. There's a lot of oil deposits in there. Let's see if I can get it up close. There you go, you can kind of see all the oil deposits in there. Kind of the same on the other side on all the placental parts. There's lots and lots of droplets of oil. And the smell is very typical chocolate super hot. Not really sweet, sort of earthy, leathery, tobacco-y, all the same adjectives I use for these kinds of things on a regular basis. But it is an oily bugger, all down in there, and there's a lot of placenta. Oh joy. Okay, Chocolate Reaper Cross F2. Hi, welcome to the kitchen, and today I'm actually eating one of my own crosses, which, having seen what it looks like on the inside, is probably a really bad idea. You've seen in the intro how contorted and roundabout and weird and whatever it looks. This is a cross, chocolate cross obviously. This is a cross of Carolina Reaper. And I need to gird my loins and eat the damn thing. It's very oily. And the smell is extremely typical of what you'd expect from a chocolate super hot. And I just got it on my finger, so I'm a genius. Okay. Okay, now I don't want to do it. Oh god. Let's see what it tastes like, I suppose. Chocolate Reaper Cross F2, and I've got a few seeds out for F3, but most of them are in here. I've got some more pods, so give it the best chance to destroy me. Cheers. Wow, this was quite sweet. very aromatic. It's not really perfumey, but a very aromatic flavour, like kind of like you get with the Reaper, I suppose, which tastes pretty good. So far, no bitterness, and so far it's not really lighting me up too much yet. I think it's going to be all hands to the pump in a minute. Yeah, it's starting to hit now. Yeah, kind of a rich flavour without being nasty at all. No bitterness. So a little bit of sweetness giving way to a little bit of green undercurrent. Oh, and the heat is really, really fierce. Oh, that hurts. Little perfume at the end. One of the better tasting chocolate superhots I've had, actually. Which isn't saying much. Oh, that hurts a lot. That's all. My tongue is just absolutely frying. Oh, that's painful. The flavour's actually, yeah, I can live with that. It's not too bad at all. It's just hard to talk. As I said, it's hard to tongue. That's really hot. It's all tongue and mouth burn right now. And it's still ramping up. I'm starting to get an endorphin rush already. My fingers are really starting to go, and that's just because it's so bloody painful. Crying a lot. Nose starting to run. Tears aren't hot though. That is so painful in the mouth. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's still on the way up, and I'm really starting to tingle everywhere. It's all tongue, all the time. That is really hurting. I'm sweating enormously, and I've got tingling all the way up to my elbows, all the way up to my knees, and it's still on the way up. Holy crap. Can't taste anything at all, it's just destroyed my taste buds. Yeah, that's a really big endorphin rush. I'm starting to get very, very lightheaded. Really, really shaky. Wow. I think it's just about peaking. Wow, what an endorphin rush that is. I'm so shaky. That's just absolutely terrible. Now it's starting to destroy my throat. Huge hot coal in the back of my throat. It's extremely hot, but the pain is frightening. And just enormous endorphin rush, absolutely enormous. so shaky I don't know what to do with myself. It's one of those where you get to a point where you just want it to stop. I want this to stop right now. Yeah, it's just peaking now. It's just really starting to I'm starting to get a little bit of flavour back. Just buzzing everywhere. I'm so lightheaded. Excuse me. So the aftertaste is all chocolate super hot. It's all leather and wool and tobacco and sort of dank richness in a way. Certainly one of the better chocolate super hots I've had, as I say. Yeah, really starting to ramp down now. Back of my throat is just killing me. I feel like I'm coming out in hives all up my arms and all up my legs, all across my shoulders, at my back as well actually. And that's just the endorphins, and I assume some adrenaline as well, to be honest. Okay, so it's tanking really fast. It's really sort of gone off the cliff and really going down quickly. Most of the heat, most of the pain anyway, is now the back of my throat. My mouth's still burning, but not bad. Back of my throat is really painful, and it's actually creeping down my throat. So this is something that is peculiar to the Reaper, for me at least. And that I get pain in the back of the throat that then goes down and sort of ends up behind your Adam's apple at the back. And that's what this is doing too. So it's really creeping down my throat, and you know, it's like you swallowed a hot coal and it's very slowly just going down the back of your throat. But fortunately it's tanking really fast. But I'm just left with this huge adrenaline and endorphin rush. I feel extremely lightheaded, pretty high. Tingling, sort of almost like I've got a rash in my hands and my feet. I'm glad it tanked that fast, because that was starting to get a little bit worrying. Well, I think that's one worth continuing with, so that's what I'll do. See how it looks next year from the 3 pods that I showed you. There's another 20 on the plant probably. It's pretty productive, pretty big pods, and it has a fairly sterling effort in hurting me. So all things to select for, I suppose. So I'll leave it there. I'll go and just sit and stare at the ceiling for the next 20 minutes probably. But this is Nigel Carter saying thanks a lot for watching. Try and keep these things a little bit shorter, and I'll be back with more very soon. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you later.